The Washington Nationals won the World Series in 2019. With young pieces like Juan Soto and Victor Robles, the Nationals had the potential to win more championships. After their 2019 season, Washington would not return to the playoffs under their manager Davey Martinez. Eventually, general manager Mike Rizzo and Martinez would get fired in July 2025. This video goes over the downfall of the 2019 Washington Nationals. During the 2020 season, the Nationals would go 26-34. Washington would have a good offense as they had a team ops plus at 107. However, their pitching wasn't good as they had an ERA plus at 89. Since it was a COVID-shortened season, it was hard to make any definitive conclusions based off of this season. During the 2021 season, the Nationals were below 500 heading into the trade deadline. They decided to unload and sell before the deadline. They made the following moves. Starting pitcher Max Scherzer and shortstop Trey Turner would go to the Dodgers in exchange for catcher Keibert Ruiz, outfielder Donovan Casey, and pitchers Josiah Gray and Gerardo Carrillo. Starting pitcher John Lester would get sent to the Cardinals for outfielder Lane Thomas. Reliever Daniel Hudson would be sent to the Padres for pitcher Mason Thompson. Catcher Yan Gomes, utility player Josh Harrison, and cash to the Athletics in exchange for catcher Drew Milas and pitchers Richard Gosh and Seth Schumann. Reliever Brad Hand would get traded to the Blue Jays for catcher Riley Adams and infielder Jordy Barley. And finally, outfielder Kyle Schwarber would get sent to the Red Sox for pitcher Aldo Ramirez. With several pieces gone, the Nationals would go 18-42 for the rest of the season, going 65-97 overall. Washington was officially in a rebuild. The Nationals would be even worse during the 2022 season as they went 55-107. Before the trade deadline, they would trade their remaining star players Juan Soto and Josh Bell. They would get first baseman Luke Voit, shortstop C.J. Abrams, left-handed pitcher Mackenzie Gore, outfielder Robert Hassel III, outfielder James Wood, and right-handed pitcher Jarlin Susana. It was going to take a while for Washington to become contenders. The Nationals would improve during the 2023 season, but they still went 71-91. The bright spots were Lane Thomas, who had an ops plus of 115, and Josiah Gray, who had an ERA plus at 109. Gray was the only all-star that Washington had. They had a below-average team ops plus at 96 and the second worst ERA plus at 85. They still had a lot of work to do to become playoff contenders. In 2024, Washington would go 71-91 again. Their only all-stars were shortstop C.J. Abrams and closer Kyle Finnegan. They would call up James Wood, who would put up an ops plus at 121 in 79 games. During the middle of the 2025 season, the Nationals would fire general manager Mike Rizzo and manager Davey Martinez. They would go 66-96 on the season as a whole. One of the main reasons for the Nationals' downfall has to be the regression of their starting pitching. Patrick Corbin would put up abysmal numbers, while Steven Strasburg couldn't stay healthy and started only 8 games after 2019. Another reason why things have gotten to where they are is the fact that they couldn't develop many of the pieces that they got when they traded away their aging players. C.J. Abrams and James Wood have been great for a couple of seasons, but where are the rest of those pieces? The pitching is years away from being good, and Josiah Gray has basically missed the last 2 years. All in all, these shortcomings show how the 2019 Washington Nationals were one-year wonders. Things gelled for them during the second half of that season and going into the postseason. They were a wildcard team that had to defeat the loaded Dodgers in the divisional round and the stacked Astros in the World Series. Their run shows how any postseason team has a shot of winning the World Series and that no team should be taken lightly. Even if things seem bleak for the upcoming future, Nationals fans can always look back at their magical run back in 2019.